Was the Sunday before Christmas, and all through this house, it's Prop-A-Palooza day. This is Bets and Breakfast, presented by the Fat Jack Sports Service. Happy Sunday and welcome into what might be my favorite day of the year here on Bets and Breakfast. It is Prop-A-Palooza day. 3 prop plays from all 10 games this afternoon, and we're going to roll through them. But first, we're going to look back at last week, another winning week. Went 3-2 with the picks. Got a little bit of bad luck with the way Dallas played in that game against Houston. I think had they kind of stuck to the game plan a little bit, at least defensively, that the Tony Pollard totals would have gone over. Zeke got us there. Deontay Johnson went over. Dalvin Cook went under. And Amon-Ra St. Brown was just a bad pick, all there was to it. But 3-2 last week takes us to 36.27 on the year, up over $70 if you're playing a base $10 bet. If you're playing more than that, yeah, do the math. Figure out what you would have if you followed all the picks from me here on Bets and Breakfast this season. So what is going on today? How about Prop-A-Palooza? Every NFL team is playing this week. Granted, we had a game Thursday. We had 3 last night. With everyone past their buys, it is now time to really focus in on making some money. And it's the last Sunday before Christmas. So if you have last minute shopping that needs to get done, let's see if we can provide a bankroll for your last minute Christmas shopping. I'm going to start, as we do every week, with the best picks that I like for the day. And it is these 4. So if you're not going to play all 30, which obviously makes sense, it's a lot, it's quite a lot. It's a big investment. But if you've been playing with me every week, I'll give you anywhere from 3 to 4 prop plays. Last week we went a little bit extra with 5, and we still turned a profit. So we're back this week with 4 plays and doing something I haven't done yet this season, which tends to be profitable. But we're going to go with some game props, not just player props. So we're going to start with the Cardinals and Broncos game. 2 offenses that right now are absolutely lost. Very curious to see what the Cardinals do without Kyler Murray the rest of the way. I appreciate what Colt McCoy does, but for the most part, I don't know what this offense looks like. And against the Broncos defense, which is very, very good, I don't see a lot of touchdowns getting scored. Now, obviously, a pick 6, a block punt for a score could really screw this, but Broncos, Cardinals under 3 combined touchdowns plus 280. I definitely see that this could be a 13-10 type game or a 16-9 type game. And if that's the case, we're gonna make some money. Our second pick this week on Bets and Breakfast is Cameron Dicker over 1.5 made field goals. He has done a spectacular job filling in for the injuries that the Chargers have had. And against the Titans defense, there's going to be a lot of drives stalling out, and it's just going to create more field goal opportunities for a dude with a really good leg. So Cameron Dicker over 1.5 made field goals, your second pick this week on Bets and Breakfast. Third pick, Tom Brady over 0.5 interceptions. Basically, this is to say that Brady is going to throw a pick. Here's the reasoning I'm going with this. Granted, Brady only has 5 picks on the year. 4 of those have come in the last 3 weeks. Today, they're going to be playing against the Bengals. They're going to be playing from behind. They're going to have to throw the ball a ton. And Brady doesn't have the arm talent that he used to. Simple as that. He's going to make mistakes. This Broncos defense, or excuse me, the Bengals defense, rather, tough little bunch. They're going to get one on Brady today. So it's actually one of 2 picks that I have with Tom Brady in today's game. So if you want to stick around later, or you can see it scrolling on the bottom here, all the prop picks that I have going for today's action. Lastly, the Patriots take on the Raiders. It's Bill Belichick against Josh McDaniels. And if Belichick knows how to do anything, it's how to beat former assistants. I don't think that him and Josh McDaniels have much of a relationship. At least, I'm sure it's cordial, but I'm sure they're not, sharing game theory on a random weekend. But as it sits, this is a trend play. And Patriots flat out win these type of games. They've been smothering teams defensively. So the Patriots to win by 7-12 over the Raiders today, plus 550. So we got 4 picks. Like I said, 2 different ones than what we normally have in terms of game props versus player props. But I'm still pretty confident that these are going to turn a profit for us today on bets and breakfast. So those are my 4 best plays. As I mentioned, it is Prop-A-Palooza Sunday, the final Sunday before Christmas. Last chance to get that special someone you love something. And we're going to make some money today so you can get them a bigger something. All right, so quickly running through the picks for today. In the Philly-Chicago game, Justin Fields over 164.5 passing yards. Miles Sanders over 1.5 catches. And Dallas Goedert, an anytime touchdown scorer at plus money. Atlanta versus New Orleans, Tyrann Mathieu under 4.5 tackles. Saints defense or special teams anytime touchdown scorer plus 550. Facing a rookie quarterback, there's going to be opportunities. And because of the rookie quarterback, Falcons under 19.5 points today. Lions Jets. Jets drive going to end in a punt. The first drive, 7 games this year. Jets first drive has ended with a punt. Seems fitting, even though the Lions defense not that good. Lions over 10.5 points in the first half is plus money, and Lions to win both halves, yes, is plus 330. Steelers Panthers, Deonta Foreman under 70.5 rushing yards. I think Minkah Fitzpatrick and the Steelers defense is actually going to have a pretty big day today, so I'll take him over 6.5 tackles. And neither offense is very good, so I don't think either team's going to score a bunch. Either team to score 3 times unanswered. No for plus money. Dallas Jacksonville, chance to be the most entertaining game of the day. Ezekiel Elliott got us over last week. We're going to take him over again this week, over 9.5 receiving yards. We'll also take Dallas's kicker Brett Maher over 1.5 made field goals, and that Dallas will score on their first possession plus money today, plus 110. If Jags Cowboys is the game of the day, Cardinals Broncos is not. Under 3 touchdowns is plus money. These offenses are not going to be good. Broncos defense, very good. So I think it's a big opportunity for some money to be made there. Cardinals first drive to end in a punt, and Broncos first drive field goal attempt. Yeah, I don't love it, but it's plus money. It's plus 370. So we'll take it and roll with it. As I touched on earlier, Patriots Raiders. Patriots win by 7-12 points is plus 550. Patriots first drive punt, which has been the very consistent thing for this offense, will be a pick, and the Raiders scoring 11 to 20 points today in that 10-point band is plus 185. So we will roll with that on Prop-A-Palooza. Titans Chargers, Derrick Henry, absolute machine. Huge rushing game last week. Going to have another one today. I'm going to take him over the 98.5 rushing yards. Keenan Allen over 71.5 receiving yards. And one of our 4 big plays today, or our top plays rather, Cameron Dicker over 1.5 made field goals. Chiefs Texans. What can the Texans do after almost beating Dallas last week? They get Kansas City at home, and Kansas City can give up some points. They just get disinterested. They have so many quick possessions that it gives the other team some opportunities. I think the Texans score double digits. So I'll take Texans in that 11 to 20 band for plus money at plus 125. Chiefs are going to win this game, though. Let's not get it twisted. They're going to win both halves, and that, even though it is a minus 125 number, I'll go ahead and take Chiefs to win this game. And I'm going to do it rather comfortably. And for the first time this year, I'm going to throw out an actual score. Houston 16, Kansas City 38, 75-1. I mean, think of all the great gifts you can get for someone if that one comes through. I don't care if I go 1-29. If that one hits, boom, we made money. That's not true. I do care if we go 1-29. I will delete my social media if we go 1-29. All of it. Twitter, Instagram, you name it. I'm done. So while yes, I would have money in my pocket, I would hang my head in shame because I went 1-29. We're not going 1-29. My hope is for like a 18-12 would be fun. 25-5 would be spectacular. But I mean, let's not get crazy. We're not going 1-29. We're not going 29-1. 30 picks today. God, this is stupid. Final game of the day for Prop-A-Palooza, Bengals and Bucks. As I touched on earlier, Brady's going to throw a pick, so that's one of the top plays today. Again, my reasoning behind it is they're going to be behind. The Bengals offense is rolling. Brady over 40.5 passing attempts. 4 of his last 5 games have gone over 38. And again, they're going to be playing from behind, so it's going to be a day. That defense is going to be on their heels. Logan Wilson over 7.5. 75.5 would be a big defensive day. But Logan Wilson over 7.5 tackles and assists. So 30 picks on Prop-A-Palooza. If you want to see this play out in real time, swing on over to YouTube today, 1 o'clock. Prop-A-Palooza live stream. Watch the games with me, chat, do whatever, and watch me sweat out 30 prop bets. 30. This is the dumbest thing ever, but it's going to be fun. Don't forget, if you want to win money this week and every week of the football season, simple, fatjacksports.com. Easiest way to win money playing the games against the spread. And this weekend, last opportunity for a guaranteed to win money through the college football national championship game. If you don't, you get everything through the Super Bowl for free. So sign up at fatjacksports.com, find the package that's right for you, and invest in a winning season. We'll be back next week for another edition of Bets and Breakfast, a special Christmas Eve edition. Don't forget all the games, except for a few, most of the games we will say, on Saturday, Christmas Eve. So if you want to get in on Bets and Breakfast next weekend and you have some absolute last minute Christmas shopping, we'll have a couple picks next weekend for you. So a holiday edition of Bets and Breakfast presented by the Fat Jack Sports Hour next week. I'm Brandon Rush. We will see you then. Don't forget, live stream YouTube today, 1 o'clock for Prop-A-Palooza, brought to you by the Fat Jack Sports Service.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and it is bowl season. Are you ready to guarantee yourself a winning end to 2022 betting on sports? Now is the time. Go to fatjacksports.com and get my guaranteed winning package. Here's how it works. Get all of the plays through the national championship game in football, either football or the combo package with football and basketball. I guarantee you'll win with those plays. If you don't, I give you the plays for free through the Super Bowl. Go to fatjacksports.com today, fatjacksports.com.